Well, I'm getting a little bit of a late start on video, and this attempt has gone a whole lot better than the last one. I didn't get started early first thing this morning because I was trying to teach and ramrod and work, so that didn't leave a lot of me available for videoing. But the guys are going to take a lunch, and so I thought I'd pull the camera out and show you where we're at. We've got the plastic on this end down here, not quite as tight as I would like, but I think it'll be okay. As you can see, we got our roof vent overhead all hooked up this morning. That was kind of a big deal to get that ready. Got the motor mounted, all the bars connected, all the set screws run in. So now you can kind of see how this rack and pinion system works. That's a very low speed, high torque motor, runs off 24 volts. And that's what raises and lowers it. There is a limit switch that I've got to install when I wire this whole shebang up. Now all we've got left to do is, we've got the strings attached. We're going to pull this sheet up, and it gets attached to this double wire lock right here, and then down the sides and down the double wire lock track at the top of the hip board, or whatever you want to call that. And then we'll put the ends on at some point. There's no rush in that. You can actually put the ends on pretty easily with two people, even if it's a little bit breezy. But there's no rush, obviously, because it's going to be hot all summer, and there's really no need in closing it in right away. We just wanted to get the top on because that is a really big deal. We were able to pull out most of the torn places from when we attempted to cover it back in March. You see right there some remnants, and right here. These would work just fine for side curtains were it not for this. But thankfully I've got enough plastic around here that I can, I've actually got a 14 by 100 box of plastic right there that's supposed to cover the ends that I don't even need, because we've got plenty of leftover plastic from other greenhouses for covering the ends.
It's okay.
Usted sabe, don Martín.
¿Qué dice? ¿Qué es don Martín?
That is a big son of a gun. And you wouldn't think, with no end walls on it, and especially with a little breeze blowing, which is not necessarily a good thing, you wouldn't think that it'd be that hot in there. But it's got to be a solid 20 degrees hotter standing underneath of that raised roof vent than it is out here. It's incredibly hot in there. It's like being underneath the tin roof on a barn putting hay in. We got they're finishing up the last few inches of the top, and then we're gonna start in the center. We're working in groups of 2, so one can stretch and one can put the wiggle wire in, and we start in the center and go out, and then we catch the ends last, which actually for a house this big seems to be working really well. On a smaller house, I always stretch end to end and get them cinched down best I can, and then go back and work from the center out down both sides. But this house, it seems to be working really well the way we're doing it. Learning work ethic young and teaching our kids where money comes from, that it don't just come out of mom and daddy's pocket. What you working on, Eden?
Planting flowers
Why you planting flowers?
to make money,
How you gonna make money with your flowers?
cut them, and sell them.
Sounds like a plan. You want to tell people what the stakes and the net over top of the flowers is for?
The flowers are going to grow up through the net, which will keep them from coming out and falling over on the sides.
Why would the flowers fall over?
Cause they'll get really tall and then they'll fall over, cause they don't have really that strong of a stem getting that tall.
And they've got a big heavy bloom on top, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, y'all heard it from Eden. Need to come out to Cherry Hill Farm and buy some of Eden's cut flowers. What type of flowers are you planting here, Eden?
Zinnias.
Zinnias. All right. Sounds good.